Alright guys, we are outside on this beautiful day. It's probably in the high 80s here in Ohio. After it's rained for about a week straight, there's no chance of rain. So hopefully she can enjoy how nice it is. I really don't take her out that much outside just because I don't know how albinoism works in the sun, if it could hurt her, the sun could burn her or anything like that. So I try to take my chances with her. She's about 2.5, almost 3 years. Pretty good size on her, I would say. I do really like her tail, although it's faded a lot since she was born, and I think that's pretty normal with albinos. I think this will fade out to really dull. She does have a lot of nice white on her wrapping around her bands. I'm pretty sure you guys can see this. Oh, kind of flinging her around here. The white on her bands right here. Her peaks are definitely blending nicely into her body color. I've noticed on almost every albino that I see that they look really fatty than what most boas look like. I have her on a pretty good schedule. I'm feeding her smaller medium rats. They're not the high gram. They're probably around 100 to 110 grams. And I know a lot of times when you get a medium, they can be all the way up to like 150 to 180 grams. I'm feeding her every 2 weeks, just like my normal boa. Not sure what she's doing right now in the grass. She's just kind of like burrowing her head. I do not have my grass treated with anything. There's no chemicals, so I'm not worried about her getting sick or dying if there's something weird in the grass here. I haven't had any issues with bugs, so I don't even worry about, treating the grass or anything. But I think she looks really good out in the sun. I think she's just in a curious mood right now because she's not really doing much, just hanging out. I really thought she would be kind of way more active in a new environment, wanted to explore it, wanted to check it out. But as of right now, she's doing really good. I won't keep her out here too long just because I don't know the effects on the sun and with her being albino. I know humans, if you're an albino human, you have to really watch out for it. I have no idea if that's the same for snakes or anything like that. Maybe somebody could clue me in on a little bit more with that, because I would love to take her out now that it's high 80s, gonna be in the low 90s the rest of this week. I'd love to take all my snakes out here and let them enjoy it, because this is kind of what they would be like in the natural environment, although I do keep it in the mid 80s to lower 80s in the snake room. Anything above 90 I'm a little bit worried about for a long period of exposure. Well, glad you guys tuned into my channel and you guys are watching. I've had a bunch of requests on my Instagram for more videos of my full pure red tails, and if anybody wants to see any more in-depth videos on this channel right here, just let me know what snakes you want to see. I've got 11 of them. I'm feeding 6 of them today, so I'll post another feeding video. She is not one that's going to be fed for another week just because of her scheduling. I don't know if she's liking the sun or if she's trying to burrow to get away from the sun, but I don't want to stress her out or make her feel uncomfortable in any way being outside. Well, there she goes. I'm not sure if she sees something or what, but you know, here's my foot, for example, on her length, and her body tone. I think is personally looking pretty good. Try to keep her looking like a loaf of bread. That's the rule of thumb. You don't want any, you know, you don't want to turn into a circular animal. But I think she's out being alright, exploring a little bit, trying to burrow. Hopefully there's no mole or rat holes out here that you can slip away from, but I'll keep a close eye on her. This was originally the snake that I wanted to see, or wanted to buy, when I first got into boas. I really didn't want to pay the price on her at the time. You know, I was going back and forth with it, and I ended up buying my normal boa for like 40 bucks, because she was around 200, and just getting into boas, you know, I was a little leery on the price, and so I bought the original, or the normal boa, and you know, I was happy that I bought her, but I was kind of, you know, wishing that I did spend the money and got the albino. So I went back to the reptile show a couple weeks later to the same breeder, and I picked her up. They were both babies at the time, and as of right now, I'm extremely pleased and happy that I did buy her, because she's been amazing. I've never been struck, never been bit, never had any issues with her feeding, never had any issues with anything about her. So I've been really pleased and glad that I did pick her up. If any of you guys have a chance to buy an albino, I would highly recommend it. There's flies all over here, so I'm gonna wrap this up because I don't want her to get agitated with these flies or get bit or anything. So this is my albino. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm sure I'll have a lot more videos of her in the future with this video. Have a safe week, guys. See ya.